Hi everybody, my name is Ashley May and today I'll be giving a speech on can a colonoscopy save your life? So, did you know that 140,630 adults aged 25 and older have been newly diagnosed with colon cancer in 2018? Even more shocking is that 50,000 of those people will lose their battle with cancer. With colon cancer being the second leading cancer killer in the United States, it is very important that adults in this age group get these preventative screenings every year. If I asked how many people have skipped an appointment because they were just too busy, didn't feel like going, how about they were just too scared to go? Or they thought that they were too young and that this didn't apply to them? 1 in 3. 1 out of every 3 people skip appointments, and they would fall into that category. In 2017, the American Cancer Society stated that 60% of all of these deaths caused by colon cancer could have been prevented by just going to the doctor and getting these screenings. 60%. That's more than half of all of those that have been killed by cancer that could have been possibly saved. Colon cancer in adults over the age of 50 has fallen in the last 30 years, but the rates of colon cancer in adults under the age of 50 has risen. Now, you might ask, why would that be? Studies are suggesting that the lack of healthcare and also the lack of knowledge and awareness in both young patients and their doctors about the signs and symptoms of these cancers are what are causing those rises. Cancer in people under the age of 50 have risen 10% since 1999. With that being said, since these young people aren't getting screened until the age of 50 or older, their cancers are much more advanced. Early colon cancer often has no signs and no symptoms, which is why these screenings are so important. The percentage of adults aged 20 to 39 diagnosed with cancer jumped from 1% to 2% in just 1 year. This is concerning because it's affecting people in the most productive years of their lives. Rebecca Siegel from the American Cancer Society says that most millennials being diagnosed has escalated back to the level of those born in the 1800s, which is a very sobering news to hear. She also suggests that educational campaigns and teachings are needed to alert young patients and their doctors to this increase and to decrease the delay in the diagnosis, but also encourages healthy eating and a more active lifestyle could also reverse this trend. You might be asking, what would you be able to do about this? The simplest answer is just make more educational and general information about colon cancer available to everyone and not just those over the age of 50. If more young adults were educated on these screenings and how important they are, there would be a possible decrease in the number of advanced stage cancers that are being diagnosed. If we educated doctors on the fact that just because you aren't over the age of 50 and aren't at risk for developing colon cancer in their eyes, it can and it is happening, and they need to be aware that it can happen to anyone. Also, know the symptoms. Sudden anemia, weakness, fatigue, and sometimes shortness of breath could all be cause for concern. Tell your doctors and be proactive in your health, because after all, it is yours. If we were able to make all of these things happen, the number of people being diagnosed with advanced stage cancers would decrease and the number of survivors would increase, all due to early detection and early intervention. If we were to do nothing, the rates of younger adults being diagnosed would continue to rise, and the number of people losing their battles with these cancers would also continue to rise due to late diagnosis and being too far along advanced for treatment. With that being said, I hope that you're able to take away from this that colon cancer in younger adults is a serious issue and that it is on the rise, and we can and we will do something about it. We don't have to be one of the 1 in 20 people that are diagnosed this year. If we take charge of our health, Get screened and stay on top of it. Being under 50 doesn't mean you have to wait. If you have symptoms, ask to be seen and get checked out. Don't miss appointments, and don't be scared to go, because being diagnosed with cancer is a lot scarier than preventing it. And the last thing to remember is that one procedure can save your life. Thank you.